The welfare of horses are important to many of us who love these amazing animals. And at Revolution D, our #1 priority is just that, to ensure healthy and happy horses. We work on new innovations to improve the welfare of the horse with 3D printed products. In this video, we will explain the steps of using state-of-the-art 3D printing with our intuitive software to create dental implants for horses. The tooth can be extracted as usual and then cleaned a little by placing the tooth in hydrogen peroxide. Preparing the tooth with a simple marker that is 1 centimeter long will help correct scaling. Our r3Dent app is required for scanning. The tooth, fixed with conventional plasticine, can be scanned quickly and easily. This requires around 30 to 50 images from all sides of the tooth. Once these images have been successfully taken with the app, it creates a high-quality 3D scan. The r3Dent.app website contains the 3D scan that was made with the app. These 3D models can be customized in the web app. First, the Scale tool is used to determine whether the previously drawn line corresponds to the measurement that was set in advance. If this is not the case, the correct dimension can be specified in the input field under Scale. By confirming this specification, the model is automatically adjusted. If you select the Crop function, a grid box opens. Here you can select the area where the tooth is to be cut off. The slider can be used to determine how much of the tooth is to be cut off. The function is completed by confirmation. With the Sculpt function, material can be applied or removed by selecting points or by holding down the mouse button. The tooth is ready for download. This file can be prepared for printing. The Photon Workshop 3D printer software is required for this. This software can be found on the USB stick supplied. Before the file can be loaded onto the indicated printing plate, it must be ensured that the correct 3D printer has been selected. This setting can be set up via Configure Machine Type. The file to be printed can be dragged and dropped into the program. Using the functions on the left side, the tooth can be moved to the optimal position. Once the optimal position has been found, supports can be added via the Support setting. The tooth can be loaded onto the USB stick via the turquoise button on the left side. The file is ready for 3D printing. The 3D printer is prepared. The Bio-UV resin is filled into the tray up to the mark and the lid is closed. After inserting the USB stick into the side of the 3D printer, the 3D printer can be turned on. The file to be printed can be selected on the display, and the print can be started by pressing the play button. After the 3D printing is finished, the post-processing follows. Here, protective goggles and gloves should always be worn. The post-processing station is required for this. The corresponding container must be filled with approximately 3,000 milliliters of isopropanol 99.9%. The printed tooth can be detached from the metal base with the spatula and placed in the small metal basket in the container filled with alcohol. The container is inserted in the finishing station. This station is closed with the lid. The button on the front of the printer must first be set to wash. The time can be set to 6 minutes with the rotary control. The wash process can be started. When finished, a signal tone will sound. The metal basket can be removed from the isopropanol container. The post-processing station is converted for curing. To do this, place the mirror foil on the floor and insert the corresponding rotating disc. The tooth must be placed on this disc. The station must be closed with the lid. The cure function and the intended time can be set on the front. As soon as this process is completed, a signal tone sounds. The 3D printed tooth is finished and can be used as a 3D printed implant. The dismantled base can be cleaned with alcohol and a cloth. The tray with the UV resin can also be removed from the printer. The excess resin can be poured back into the bottle using a funnel and filter. The tray can be cleaned with a cloth and alcohol. It's important that the surface of the tray and on which the tray stands in the printer is not dirty or scratched. Once all the individual parts have been cleaned, they can be reinstalled.